Morning, welcome to Market Mashup, our recap of financial markets and what we have in store for this coming month that might impact your stock and bond portfolios. I'm Scott Nasca, President of Generation Capital Management. June was another strong month for stocks, which led to a strong quarter and a strong first 6 months of the year. For the S&P 500, we were up 3.5%. The Dow Jones was the lowest for the month, up 1.1%, and the Nasca was just up over 6%. So for the year to date, S&P is up 14.5%, the Dow Jones is up 3.8%, and the Nasdaq is up 18%. So once again, strong showing for stocks in general, led by technology. Large cap outperformed small caps. We had growth outperforming value. And like I said, technology was one of the strong sectors out there, led by the big players in the industry, the Apples, Netflix, Nvidia, Microsoft, Google, and Amazon. So, if you had those investments in your portfolio, you did very, very well. On the bond front, the 2 years at 4.75%, the 10 years at 4.39%. So a 36 basis point inversion continuing to take place. Like we've talked about before, the Fed is controlling the shorter end of the marketplace, and they have not decided to lower rates yet, although there might be some talk of later this year of lowering the Fed funds rate. But as of this point in time, still an inverted yield curve, which tends to lead to slowing economic front. We haven't really seen too much of that yet, but inversion of the yield curve always does point to a slowing economic front. In terms of commodities, we have oil at $82.69 a barrel, and then gold was at $23.26. Both were up for the month, up for the year. Gold is up 12.8%, which is a nice safe haven right now, considering the volatility that's taking place in, with the interest rates, with geopolitical risks, with even economic concerns. People are utilizing gold as a safe haven type play right now. In terms of just composition of the markets themselves, we talked about roughly the 10 largest stocks in the S&P 500 made up 75% of the return year to date. So it definitely has been highly condensed. We'd love to see the markets broaden out a little bit, just to have more participation out there. So it's something that we hope in the second half of the year we'll get. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us, www.gencapmgmt.com. Team's ready to answer any questions that you might have. Give your portfolios a second opinion. Be glad to make sure that your asset allocations lined up with your risk tolerances and your goals and objectives. That's something that we're really strong at, is just making sure that you are invested in the areas that are working well for you, and not just sort of a set it and forget it type mentality. That's not what we do here. Some financial planning tips with John's top tips as well that can get you prepared for the upcoming end of the year season. So just feel free to reach out to us. Be glad to help out any way we can. I'm Scott Nasca, President of Generation Capital Management, and this is Market Mashup. Have a good July, everyone.